Yesterday's we were discussing at one scene three story we were discussing. Do you remember where we have reached? Which part of the story we have? Don't say all together. Uh, Jacob, Jacob's second marriage, till there we have reached. Abraham was the founder of Jewish tribe. His wife was Sarah. By the encouragement of Sarah, he was forced to marry again. Second wife's name was Hagar. Both of them had children. Mean the first Sarah's son was Isaac. Ismail was the son of Hagar. Ismail and mother was sent out from the family, and they went to join with the new tribe called the Arab tribe. In the same family, the son of Sarah means Ishaq. Ishaq was there. He married very late. His wife's name was Rebecca. They have two children, Esau and Jacob. Esau was a hunter and he had less relation with the family because he often went out for hunting. The next one was Jacob. Jacob was always with his mother, and mother's tasty food he enjoyed a lot, and he had a close relation with her. Later on, there was a disagreement between Esau and Jacob about the next successor. Who will be the next successor? There, with the help of mother's name Rebecca and Jacob made a plan to get the next hereditary order. Means Abraham, then Isaac, next third person is Esau. But with the help of his mother, Jacob acquired it. Then there was a disagreement between two brothers. So Jacob was forced to run away from his native village to his uncle named Laban. When he reached there, he told the two different matters. One was about his safety, second was about marriage. As he had no dowry with him, he was forced to do 7 years service under Laban. After that, his marriage was conducted, but he liked a girl and he married another girl. Because of that, he was unhappy. Jacob was totally depressed because he wished to marry a girl and he married another girl. So he made the complaint before Laban. Laban was not ready to agree to his complaint. He told that he was right. And the village panchayat also told it was right. Another suggestion put forward. What was the another suggestion? If he do service under Laban for 7 more years, what will be? He can marry the other girl. He agreed to it, but this time he told that he wanted to get a particular amount of income because he is already married. As he is already married, he needs some income to maintain his family expenses. According to that, there was an agreement between Laban and Jacob. There was an agreement between Laban and Jacob. The agreement was like that only in Laban's cattle shed. Most of the animals were in pure color, pure white, pure black, pure brown, like that, single color. But very few are the mixed color. So Laban told that till now how many animals are there, that is of Laban's own animals. After the next breeding season, how many mixed color animals will be born? That will be given to Jacob. That was the agreement. Jacob understood that it was a cheating because very few number of animals he may get. He prayed to God, and God gave him some insight, means some particular information in his mind. According to that insight, he went to the riverside and cut a particular tree's branches. That branches was like that, like bamboo sticks. Cut the sticks from the tree and keep these sticks as stump by the bank of the river, so that the animals may pass through the riverside to drink water. There would be the shadow of the stick lay upon these animals. That was the insight. Really, it was not a magic. God wanted to know whether Jacob was obedient. If he was obedient, he would follow the instructions. He would follow the instructions. Otherwise, he would not be ready to do that, so he may not get the grace. Anyway, he was ready to follow it. He did the stick keeping system proper way as God wished. After the breeding season, maximum number of animals were mixed color, and Jacob had got a large number of animals under his custody. He became a rich man. Laban was very much troubled because he thought that he would get the maximum number of animals, but he was not able to get. He called Jacob and told that I am not happy with the agreement. Now how many animals are with you, that keep it with you. But further, another agreement should be there. This agreement should be changed. Another agreement made, opposite. All the pure color animals will be given to Jacob, and next animal will be given to Laban. Like that agreement, opposite agreement made. After this, next season, next breeding season, maximum number of animals were pure in color. Again, Jacob got maximum profit. What happened? Just after the agreement, he went to the riverside and take out all the sticks from there and kept aside. There was no shadow of the stick. Animals freely went into the river to drink water. There was no obstacle there. So all the animals, newly born animals, were pure in color. Laban told her, for the third breeding season, agreement should be as the first agreement. Again changed. Jacob agreed to it. Again he took the same stick there, kept it the same place. Animal's color changed into maize color. The present animal's color will not be changed. Which one? Newly born. Newly born animals' color only change. Like that, many times it happened, but every time Jacob got maximum profit. Then Jacob was the richest man over there. Laban, okay, his property was almost okay that much. He was not considered as a rich man. But the people in the village as well as the nearby villages around that locality normally considered Laban was a rich man because Laban and Jacob were together. The cattle shed one after another nearby only. People believed that these all animals of Laban. So that name was there. Laban is the very rich man, like that reputation was there. Because of that reputation, Laban was not ready to send Jacob back to his village. Many years passed. Till that time, he married two times, two wives, children, not 6 children each, total 12 children. And now also the same 12 children and their name considered as the 12 caste in Jewish religion. Jewish tribe divided into 12 different castes, not as Indian caste system. Indian caste system on the basis of work. So some are considered as higher caste, some are considered as lower caste, middle caste, like that. Different way it is considered in India. But among Jewish tribe there was no difference. All castes are equally considered. All the castes given the name as per the name of these 12 children. 12 caste, 12 children. Because Jacob divided his property wealth among these 12 children and sent it to various directions, various places to start their life. Because their major occupation was animal rearing. These 12 children had thousands and lakhs of animals, not even thousands, lakhs of animals. These animals were not paid properly if they were all together. So he divided them into 12 different areas and sent them to different areas to take care of the animals and birds. So that area known as under their name. Later on, that area called as the name of the first founder, means founder of the Jewish tribe, Abraham. After that, different local founder of the particular group, not the entire tribe, particular group, under their own name. So later on, they were considered as caste. So now also, if we visit Israel, we can see there 12 different castes. Some person may say I belong to this caste, the other person may say I belong to another caste, like that. We can find it. Anyway, Jacob was waiting for an opportunity to run away from the control of Laban, but Laban was not at all ready to leave them. One day, he got an invitation. Oh, Laban got an invitation for a marriage celebration. His relative or his close friend or somebody, and around 1 month program, more than 15 days, marriage program itself. Then travel far away. So by using animals or on foot, he had to travel. So it also took a lot of time. So Jacob found that it is the best possible way to escape. His father-in-law, Laban, went for the marriage. He arranged all the things for his journey. Jacob's, Jacob's return journey to his village. He told his 2 wives and children to get ready, and all the servants, assistants, everybody got ready, and all the animals, property, everything packed properly, and started his journey. 4 5 days journey means very slowly they were moving because there is many number of animals, servants, assistants, children, all were there. So very slow journey. 4 5 days journey, they reached to a plain area. They urgently needed rest. So that plain area was very suitable for them because these many animals and all the property should be kept safe. Till that time, Laban came back home. He understood that his cattle shed mostly empty. Why? Because most of the animals were under Jacob's ownership. He took. So most of the area empty, and he was totally insulted because before the people, local people, he is not a rich man now. Laban is now a poor man. So he wanted to get back Jacob and all the animals, property, everything he wanted to get back. He arranged some servants, assistants, security guard, everything. And he was ready for a war with whom? Jacob and his servants, assistants. And by using force, he wanted to bring them back. After many days' journey, he climbed up a hill. Oh, Laban climbed up a hill. At the top of the hill, he looked down. In the valley, plain area, Jacob and all the related wealth, children, wives, all were there. They was very happy. He thought that go there and frighten him because he is the father-in-law. Jacob may be ready to obey. If he is not ready to obey, using force to bring them back. When he started climbing down, he looked at the other side of the hill, means another hill was there, far away from him. He saw that Jacob's brother, who was it? Esau, with his security guard, assistants, servants, all, he was climbing down. Then both of them, Jacob looked from the valley, he looked to one side, who was coming towards him. Laban was coming towards him. At the same time, opposite side, his brother was coming down. So he thought that first of all, his brother should be pleased, made him happy. So he packed some gift. Packed gift means not like the packeted gift. Gift was number of animals. He chosen some healthy animals, number of animals together with a servant, like that different animals with a different servants. Send it to him and send a message also. The message was like that only. You get up, get up from there. Come. Sit here. Then send a message that Jacob is very friendly to Esau and what all wrong Jacob had done. For that he is ready to apologize. And as a sign of his friendship, he has sent a gift for you. Then he sent it. And towards Laban, he had not found any such a plan to make him friendly. But Laban looked at Jacob and his brother from a distance. He thought that Jacob had called his brother to fight against Laban. So Laban is afraid of, because two brothers both are very strong. One is very rich, the other is having number of soldiers, large number of soldiers. So both together, if it is, Laban will be beaten severely. So Laban changed his mood. He came to Jacob and told that I came here to daughters and my grandchildren, not to call you back. To see your wives, children, and I want to bless your children and made a friendly relation and want to make a friendly relationship like that he told. Then all reached there and expressed their friendly relationship. Stayed there for 1 or 2 days. After that, they both said goodbye to each other and left the place. After that, his journey Jacob continued and he reached his village to his mother. Mother already kept huge amount of wealth for Jacob and he had brought more than that of his hereditary property. And in Bible it is told that in Arab area, Saudi Arabia, Central Asia, he was the richest man. Jacob was the richest man. When he reached his village, his hereditary home, around 5 miles away, the last animal was 5 miles away. 5 miles away means 7.5 kilometers away. The last animal means not in single line. It was a group, wide group. Wide group length was 7.5 kilometers. Means how many animals? It was almost uncountable. Already that much property was there in this one village. That is strong. So more than a local king, he was rich enough. And here in our book, what is the relation there to refer his name? Jacob in Shiloh's observation, Jacob had deceived many people. Who all were? His brother, his father, father-in-law, all or cheated, deceived. But really speaking, he did not do anything himself. First time, his father was cheated because of the advice of his mother. His brother was deceived. That was also because of the advice from mother. If the advice was there, still it would be a failure. But it was a successful. He tried for deceiving his brother and father. But if God interfered there, what would have happened? His attempt would be a failure. But God was in favor of Jacob. Why? Because Esau earlier insulted God and God's decision. When it was after hunting, he was very tired and came back home. That time he asked for a sweet dish. That sweet dish Jacob was not ready to give. But he told that I am ready to give my hereditary authority as the next successor, that I am ready to hand over. That was an insult to God. Why? Why it was an insult? God decided who should be elder and who should be younger. But here, who decided? Esau decided himself. I am ready to be younger and you can be an elder person, elder brother. So it was an insult. That was why God was in favor of Jacob. So it was not considered as cheating. Then Laban cheated whom? Laban cheated Jacob. So first marriage time, it was not asked, do you like this girl to marry? Directly marriage arrangement. So it was a cheating from his side. Then during the second agreement, what happened? God was with him and he followed the instructions given by God. So he became the rich owner of large number of animals. So both way we can consider it. Jacob was innocent, he was God fearing, God was with him. Because of that, the presence of God with him, he became rich. One way we can explain like that. Antonio considered this way, positive way. God was always with Jacob, so Jacob became rich. Shiloh says that Jacob always deceived other people and became rich. So Shiloh says that in business he can also do deceiving. He can also cheat other people and acquire maximum profit. It is not a wrong deal. And he says that later on he says that nobody is allowed to steal from others' property. But what can be deceiving? Various process of deceiving we can do while doing business. That is the nature of Shiloh. Shiloh is doing his business by the way of deceiving other people and getting maximum profit. Antonio is doing business and getting maximum profit by the grace of God. These are the difference. But in Bible reference, only one person is referred. Jacob is referred there, and Jacob's story having two different aspects. One is the positive aspect, the other is the negative aspect. Shiloh consider only the negative side, and don't consider the positive side. That is the explanation from that speech. Here, I hope that you got it, that the story you understood it. Accordingly, that line you have to understand. So once you go through it, that page you have to go through it. After that, we may continue reading. Now look at the line. Shiloh, when Jacob gazed his uncle Laban's sheep, the Jacob from our holy Abraham was, as his wife's mother wrought in his behalf, the third possessor, Yahweh was the third. Is the line clear now? Antonio, and what of him? Why are you referring his name here? Did he take interest? Shiloh is charging interest, but Jacob was not charging interest from anybody. And a different business it is. Shiloh, no, not interest. I cannot say that it is interest. As you would say, directly interest. Mark what Jacob did when Laban and himself were compromised. Compromise means there were agreements. First agreement, again changed. It is further. All the airlines which were staked and paid, staked and were marked and line or mark, means mixed color, should fall as Jacob's hair came under Jacob's ownership. This was the way to thrive. Like that he became rich. Who became rich? Jacob became rich. So, and thrift is blessing. Profit is a blessing from God. If we do business, we may be able to acquire profit. Profit is the blessing of God. If men steal it not, only one thing is prohibited. What is prohibited? Stealing is prohibited. All malpractices we can do in business, but that should not be done. Stealing should not be done. That is the theory by Shale. Antonio, this was a venture, so that Jacob served for, a king not in his power to bring to pass. Jacob was not able to change the color of animals. It is naturally happens. Whose interference was there? It was the interference of God. It was not the planning of Jacob. Jacob only obeyed God. But swayed and fashioned by the hands of heaven. It was the interference of the hands of heaven. Means God's hands. Was this inserted to make interest good? It is not the proper way of justifying charging interest. Charging interest is another thing. Obey God's decision, God's wish is another thing. It may not be much. Or if your gold and silver, earth and one more difference is that you are giving, lending silver coins, gold coins, and various other coins. They may not be multiplied after a certain period of time. But Jacob was doing the work as a shepherd. He was taking care of animals. After a certain season, the number of animals may increase season by season. It will be multiplied. But if we keep 100 coins in our locker, after 10 years, if you open, it will not be increased. 100 coin always will be 100 coins. It never be 101. But animal, if you keep 100 animals with you in a healthy condition, proper way which is fair, after 5 years or 10 years, many multiplied number it will be. So that will be told. Chalo, I cannot tell I make it great as fast, but not me, senior. Reputed Antonio, you may not know how to multiply coins, but I know. If I have a number of coins, I am able to multiply it time by time. You may not know that technique. Endone. Mark you this Bassanio, you look at him. The devil can cite scriptures for his purpose. Now the devil is reading Bible and explaining Bible. Means nowadays it is very relevant. Nowadays all the wrongdoers are also refer religious books and religious functions. For example, we may feel that shopkeepers are getting maximum profit during which season? Diwali season. Diwali season is the best business period. Diwali is related to business. Diwali is related to religion. Is it? It is a pure religious. And that religious matter, businessmen misuse and make maximum profit out of it. Is it? The same it is here also told. He is reading Bible, explaining Bible and religious matters. He discussed here to acquire maximum profit from this business. An evil soul producing holy witness. Child of soul is an evil soul, but what he is speaking religious matters. Jacob, Abraham, Laban, these all are Bible characters. They refer from Bible. Bible characters are described here. Listeners may misunderstood that Shylock is purely a religious person. Like villain with the smiling cheek, a godly apple rotten at the heart. Of what a godly outside falsehood. Nowadays it is apple season. Apples coming to the market, and we may buy the smooth surface with a very attractive color apples we may choose to buy, and we may be ready to pay maximum amount for it because it is very attractive, very colorful, very smooth surface, very nice. But that is the most poisonous apple. Why? A type of wax is pasted over it so that no insect may enter into it, no insect may attach to it. Smooth surface may be very attractive, colorful, and it may remain many days as it is. It may not be a rotten one, but really it is poisonous. Same way it is. Now, Shylock is speaking by referring Bible. Listeners believe that he is a highly religious person and a very good person. But he really, internally, is an evil person. So it is told that evil soul receiving holy witness, religious proof he is giving. It is like an apple, colorful apple, rotten inside. When we cut the apple into two pieces, we come to know that inside it is rotten. Similar person is Shylock. Next day we may continue and completed part. Read properly. If anybody having any doubt that he can ask and make it clear.